Hello, I'm Jaecen, and video game consoles suck! Why the hell do I need this thing to play this thing? What the fuck doesn't even fit in the other one? What's up with that? I've been looking for other ways to play video game consoles because, quite frankly, these console things blow! All this research has led me to these things called flash games, and all you need is a computer with a web browser. Like, that's insane! So, if we type flash games into our browsers, we get— why were the animals fucking? Flash games, the perfect thing to do at your grandpa's funeral. Simple but intuitive games requiring nothing but your browser and free time in the computer lab. Chances are, if you're watching this video, you have the bare minimum to play classics like Bloons Tower Defense, the helicopter game, and of course, Pussymon Episode 1. There are thousands of these games roaming around, and most of them are garbage. For every Super Mario 63, you get 20 ticket gems. However, with Flash support ending for modern browsers, I want to take the time to highlight some of the best Flash games that the internet has to offer. Flash games were the shit for Zoomers like me. Tetris friends kept me sane during my junior year of high school. See, I don't need failing grades, I need falling blocks. When you have no more assignments and all of that free time is waiting to be spent until the next period, instead of doing your homework, cool math games had your back. You know what? Let's start there. As someone born in 2002, cool math games is my generation's Sistine Chapel. Run comes to mind when this site is brought up. It's a simple runner game akin to Temple Run or Subway Surfers, but it's way more primitive. There's a whole trilogy of these games out there, but the first one is the best one. It kinda reminds me of the special stages in a Sonic game, specifically Knuckles Chaotix. Literally the only fucking good thing about that game. Unlike most runner games, Run isn't infinite. Instead, there are levels in with the game's floaty yet stiff controls, they can get challenging at the latter half. But, to be honest, the most you're gonna play this game is 10 minutes max and you're done. Run is cool, it's a basic ass game, but it's fun nonetheless. It's the perfect game for the computer lab when the teacher isn't looking.
Ed, what are you doing?
Shit! Another Flash game synonymous with cool math is Fireboy and Water Girl. I actually never played this one before, and I spent a good amount of time playing it. Instead, for 10 minutes, I played for 15. La-di-da! It's surprisingly fun. It's a puzzle game where you control the titular Fireboy and Water Girl and you go through stages using their respective elements. The controls are a little weird, you have to use both the arrow keys and the WAD keys to move both of them around. And any game that uses up to jump gives me a stroke, but it's nothing that you can't get used to. It's a solid enough time, definitely play this one when cool math is itching to be typed in your search bar. Bloxorz is another puzzle game within cool math, and it's probably my personal favorite. You control this 2-tile long block and you have to traverse your way to get in this end hole here. Not the first time I said that today. Its gameplay is deceptively simple, it can get pretty brain taxing, and for that reason, I find it really fun. Going through the 33 stages can feel quite rewarding and a surefire reminder to tell you that maybe that special ed class you got placed in was a false indicator of your intelligence. If you're into puzzle games that don't have falling blocks and require a little thinking and boredom, I think Bloxorz can fill that niche. Let's move away from cool math, as a lot of Flash games can be found in all kinds of different places. Newgrounds comes to mind when it comes to Flash games and hentai. You know what? Let's have a moment of appreciation for this site, because before degenerates used YouTube and Twitter, they used Newgrounds. I love this site. I was exposed to way too much porn when I was younger. One minute you're watching Teen Titans and the next you're watching Raven getting drilled. Jokes aside, I really like Newgrounds. I take a lot of inspiration from its early internet humor and its way of presenting things in the dumbest way possible. I don't go on the site often, if at all, but Newgrounds was truly a landmark in the early days of the internet. One game that got its start from here is Alien Hominid. A run-and-gun game not too dissimilar from Contra, you play as Hominid and commit mass genocide against CIA agents. Now, you may be wondering why I'm using someone else's gameplay. Yeah, I fucking suck. I can't really get used to this game's controls. I'm so used to WASD, and yeah, that's my problem, I know, but also, this game is really fucking hard. There's a reason why it starts you off with 10 lives, because it's one hit and you're dead. But I like this game's art style. This is really one of the most polished Flash games ever made. Well, as polished as it can be, and its gameplay is fun. Even though I died a lot, there was an incentive for me to keep playing over and over again. Believe it or not, a full version of this game is out on the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube because it was that popular. And the developers, Dan Paladin and Tom Fulp being the one who founded Newgrounds, would go on to create games like Castle Crashers and Battle Block Theater. Quite the impressive careers if I do say so myself. Super Mario 63 is one of my favorite Flash games ever. Despite its title, it's not a demake of Super Mario 64, but rather its own thing. It uses a lot of themes from that game, but it's not necessarily the same. Though, with the game's graphics, this shit should have been called Super Mario 32 or something. It almost feels like a game Nintendo could have made, it's that polished, even now. It's a 2D platformer that plays like a 3D Mario game, with you exploring and trying to look for shrines that are scattered throughout the level. I expected this game to not age that well, but honestly, it's way better than I remember. It's so damn fun. Mario controls like a damn dream for a Flash game. I played this one a lot when I was younger, and I have some fond memories of it. It was the only game my shitty 2006 Toshiba laptop could run, and I had one hell of a time playing this and Super Mario 64 DS. Hell, I even thought this was official until I did a thing called Growing Up. It's literally one of the best out of the thousands of Mario fan Flash games out there, if not the best. I highly recommend this one if you got an afternoon to kill, or if you're just itching to play a new 2D Mario game. As I said earlier, Flash games can be found in all different kinds of crevices on the internet, just check behind your desk. Miniclip, A-Game, Armor Games, Kronkagate. I'm sure I'm missing a ton, but those are the most notable ones. I'm gonna stray away from certain sites now, as there's plenty of fish in the sea. However, with that being said, the quality might drop a bit, like the next game here. Clop was my nickname in high school and is a game where you control spaghetti bones here running through the Special Olympics. It was created by Bennett Foddy, a masochistic developer known for games like GURP, Getting Over It, and VVVVVV. You control Mr. Parkinson's here using the Q, W, and O P keys, hence the name, and your goal is to run the 100-meter dash. Just when you think you get a rhythm and a feel for the controls, the game quite literally throws a hurdle at you at the 50-meter mark and you're stuck with a dilemma of either jumping over it or powering through like the chocolate that you are. I couldn't get past this mark, I gave up a little after. I got through the hurdle, but when I was trying to find my rhythm again, Michael J. Fox here slipped on the world's smallest banana peel and died. Clop is nothing more than a game where you play for 5 minutes for a cheap laugh, realize you wasted those 5 minutes, and contemplate whether or not they could have gone to something better. Next. Happy Wheels, a physics-based racing game that YouTubers just love to scream at. You play as 11 characters, all with different vehicles and abilities. For example, Segway Guy jumps, Effective Shopper jumps, and Pogo Stick Man jumps. This game is known for being extremely gory, and because of it, it's one of the most demanding Flash games out there because of all that blood. I used to play this one a lot back when it was popping off. Again, a shitty 2006 Toshiba laptop and Google Chrome was all I needed to have fun, okay? I think Happy Wheels is one of the highest quality Flash games out there. When it wants to be. Because the levels are user generated in this game, most of them are quite frankly complete shit. It's either the same copy and pasted level over and over again, or you get something really, really special. This level right here, Godwin the Goat, is so cool. I'm honestly surprised at its creativity and the fact that's within Happy Wheels. However, for every Godwin the Goat, there's 15 sword throws, spike falls, and a shitty level in general. They showcase the best levels up front, and you may find a hidden gem in the level browser, but it's a total crapshoot like most user-generated content games. Happy Wheels was fun in its heyday, but nowadays it's better as a relic of the early 2010s. Finally, the last game we're gonna look at is Papa's Burgerria. I've never personally played this one before, a friend recommended this one to me, and I must say, this is probably the game I had the most fun with. There, I said it! Not because of the actual gameplay loop, no. It's a bog standard restaurant management game. I'm embarrassed to say I played this one for like 30 minutes. So Penny wants a medium burger, cheese, lettuce, and mustard. I mean, yeah, we can make that. And done. Now, Penny, I offered you something way better than that bland-ass burger you wanted. You know, it feels good when you compliment the chef shows 53 points, you fucking bitch! Alright, Chuck, your burger is lacking some green here. I got you, bud. Fuck you. So, yeah, those were some Flash games that are probably gonna bite the dust, but, you know, it sucks to be saying goodbye to a relic of the internet. Flash games will always have a special place in my heart. All the hours in school where I should have been doing homework were spent playing these, and I don't regret a single second. Again, Tetris Friends, Run, and Mario 63 all quelled my boredom and killed my time so effectively. Though some games are going to be preserved and can be accessed at any time, what about the ones that aren't going to make it? Even though most Flash games are like Take the Gem, that was someone's work. That was probably someone's first foray into game development. And though it sucks to have all of these games to be lost to time, you know what else sucks? Flash. I am glad Flash is finally dying. It's been on its way out for a long time in favor of HTML5, a faster, smoother, and easier to use coding language. Flash is a product of its time, and many of these games that use Flash are as well. But you have to admit, the time that we spent with these games was magical and well worth it. Sayonara Flash, we won't miss you. Memento mori as they say, but no one will miss you when you die. Well, at least I can play my old consoles again. I even found a way to fit the box inside the other one.